Yeah, Dale Buskill in Utica, Kentucky. Kentucky racing affects my life on a daily basis. In the last 4 or 5 years, it's pretty much became my life as far as looking forward to breeding and babies growing up and taking what we've bred and racing them. We're constantly looking at better mares and trying to prove, the bloodline, and that's what you do, and you're trying to figure out in your mind what's the best thing for this mare, what's the best product I can get out of this mare, what lines up the best. I'm just ate up with it. We started off with a couple of mares that my trainer had that we bred, and we're up to 10 now. The original farm, it's 150 acres. I've had it for 25 years. My wife and I talked a few years ago that if we don't build out there, we're going to get so darn old we won't be able to take care of it. So that's what started being out here. I bought the farm next to it, which brought me up to 230. Pretty much have aimed primarily at having a facility to raise babies. Historic horse racing is woven into the Kentucky racing. It is a big part of Kentucky racing. I've read the purses that Kentucky Downs started with when they first started running down there before the HHR machines, and what their purses were then as compared to what they were last year because of the influx of money from those machines. And let's face it, it's the money. And they went from a $600,000 total purse for their whole meet to an $11 million purse for their whole meet. The Ellis's and the Turfways, that's what the little guys like me, we need those tracks. I mean, on the news last night, the general manager of Ellis said, if the HHR machines go away, we won't have a choice. We'll have to shut down. On the news, Churchill, they've halted their construction that they got going on at Turfway. We were all looking forward to that. And Ellis also. Ellis was going to put in lights. I mean, they've got the underground wiring, the infrastructure started for the lights to have night racing, which Churchill has it now. And I mean, it would be great, especially in the summertime in the Ohio River Valley, if you ran at night rather than during the day because of the temperatures. They'd have a tremendous turnout, so you're not just sitting there sweating your tail end off all day long. We can talk about the trickle down. We get 1.5 tons of feed delivered every week. We did a mile of fencing last year between buying the wire and buying the fence post and buying the bobcat and buying the post driver and the help that I have here to help do that, and the excavating guy that came over and the oil field guy that I bought some pipe from. I mean, we can talk about the trickle down, the sawmill that I get sawdust from. Well, yeah, that sawmill won't shut down because he doesn't sell sawdust, but it's extra revenue. We're looking at another farm just right down the road to use as a weaning farm, that it's close enough that it's convenient, but it's far enough away that the babies can't hear the mamas. We've just put that on hold. I mean, we're at bumping $750,000 investments so far. I mean, so far we're about 4 years into this with, let's see, we grossed $15,709 last year. Oh, we're just going to make it up in volume. So, as I said, I mean, it's a journey. I mean, it's a journey. From the time you get a mare and then you breed her, and right at a year later you have a foal, and 2.5 to 3 years later it gets to race. I mean, it's just what you get up for 4 a.m. in the morning for, and go make it happen. It's a journey.